Give me a escape from this deserted sea. Lord, I think that the devil might be after me.
If you don't respond to these hecklers, then they don't get any gratification of knowing that you read their comment.
Right.
That's what number one. Yeah. Number two, he says he lets his viewers handle the comments.
Yeah, let the people that support you handle
because
those people.
Yeah, eventually you will see that. You'll see your people stand up for you when somebody gets in the comments and starts saying some stupid stuff. You know, and I find that to be kind of asinine. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I don't go on other people's channels and like try to start anything or try to like insult anyone. If I don't like the video, I just dislike it. Yeah. You know, like I don't really have words for people, you know, because like who am I to like sit there and give anyone advice on whatever it is that they're making a video on, even if I know a lot about the subject.
And if they make a mistake or whatever, it's like, we're human.
Yeah, we're all human.
Well,
that's right.
But that's the thing. There's a lot of people, and we were talking about this earlier with just like games in general.
Yeah.
Like people just can't be happy about something. Like if you're happy with something, you're doing something that makes you happy, you're excited about it, then you know, be happy and excited about it. But then you have other people that are like, oh well, this is wrong with it, or this is wrong with it, or this is wrong with it, this is wrong with it, and they're like nitpicking the hell out of it, and you're like, bro, be happy that it's here. Be happy that you're doing this, or just be happy that you have something fun in your life.
We've
Like-
been stuff over like 2 years.
Like stop,
Yeah.
like stop, like just nitpicking the hell out of it and like beating it down. I'm like,
Well,
you're
that's
not-
the thing. That's
just kind of like that cynical mindset. Like you'll never be happy, and that's kind of the issue with like everything in today's world already. You know, people are just super cynical about crap, and no one can just enjoy anything. Because if you're enjoying something, I guarantee you someone's going to come along on one of our videos, you know, and they'll type a comment saying, "Oh, this stuff looks stupid. I would never do this." I'm like, well, that's great for you.
Mm-hmm.
But this
Yeah.
guy wanted it, so go on somewhere.
That's the whole point of what we do, right? Is we do what the customer asks us to do. We're not sitting here doing something stupid to a gun thinking it's cool. You know, it probably has some type of sentimental value to the customer. You know,
Right.
they probably want something from it. You
Yeah,
know, like
exactly.
it means something to them.
Well, that's my thing too. Like, if you're going to come in here and you're giving us the gun to work on it, and we're actually working on it for you, you know, this is for the customer. This is what they want. It's their gun. It's not your gun. You can comment till the cows come home on it, but it's that person's gun.
Yeah.
You know, so if he wants to do that, or he or she or whoever wants to do that, then we're going to do it for him, because that's the whole point of our business.
Well, and
So.
what got this whole conversation started was, you know, we sat down to do our podcast, and we kind of knew what we wanted to talk about, but wanted to add a couple other subjects to it, and I thought, you know, it would be fun to read a couple of comments from the YouTube channel. And we started going through it, and we started seeing some not so friendly comments and just people who think they know everything. And isn't that kind of what happens on the internet? Everybody
Yes.
gets on the internet and suddenly they're an expert because they can speak into the camera.
Well, they're a keyboard warrior who have certificates and bachelors in YouTube.
Yeah.
So apparently they know everything. But, I mean, it's just someone that wants to say something, and they can say something behind something, you know, without no one knowing who they are. And it's not really fair, because you have people that, you know, are spending their hard-earned money on wanting to get something done. And you have people behind the computer that are saying like, oh, that's stupid, I would never do this. But we also have people that are super supportive and great fans of us, and like, you know, people that support other people on our channel, you know. But
yeah, I just want to say a quick thank you to Charles, Mr.
yes.
Mr. Charles G. You always comment on all of our videos, our shorts, and you always have really positive comments. Thank you. Thank you for continuing to watch us. We really appreciate that.
keep up the positivity.
Yeah, we like that. You know, if you've got something negative to say, just keep it to yourself, because we definitely don't care to hear it. We'll probably ignore it, to be honest.
Right.
But yeah, so we got a couple of things to talk about.
We do. I know we went off on that tangent, but you
Yeah.
know, we just wanted to say it. But we do have a couple things to talk about. Number one thing is we just got done shooting a couple of other videos. One in particular was at our very brand new warehouse.
Yes.
Where we're going to be having our new classes for all of our first-time shooters, for our disassembly, reassembly classes, for our scenario-based training and stuff like that. We went through, did a little cool promo shot. So we
really
are
excited about that.
super stoked.
The warehouse is a location that we will not disclose yet, but it's not very far from the shop here. And we're starting classes very soon, first week of October. So if you want to get signed up for some of the classes that we've been talking about, and in case you haven't heard in our previous podcasts, the classes will be as follows. We've partnered up with Sal.
With Sal over at Sword and Shield.
Sword and Shield.
And we will get him on for a podcast. We've tried 3 times and our system's been
Our
down.
camera messed up, but we've got a new camera, right?
We do.
Looks pretty nice.
It is nice.
Yeah.
It's more
So
clear.
back to the classes. So the first 2 classes are going to be classroom based. Sit down, talking philosophy, talking law, talking safety, talking fundamentals. Really, we're setting up a curriculum, and
Right.
Sword and Shield is partnering us to do this. And so, if you want to sign up for the classes, you can definitely check out our website, but go directly to swordandshield.com, www.swordandshield.com, and you can sign up for the classes there. We would love to see you. We're going to be in the first initial classes,
Yes,
so
we
you'll
will
be
be.
able to take the classes with us. And I think the location is great. It's kind of hidden off the beaten path.
Right.
It's a 5,500 square foot warehouse, so we've got plenty of room.
Plenty of space to do all the hands-on stuff that we want to do. And there's a link on our website. So if you're having trouble getting to Sal's website, go to ours. We just got it put up live today. There's a link. It'll take you straight there. You can pay for the class, do everything. And like Nate said, we're starting October. So we got the last week in September this week. So next week we're starting to get people in, scheduling, and we're hitting it with classes.
Yeah.
And I mean, like the use of force classes, the after action review, the total home preparedness. I mean, everything you could think of, like we were talking about in our previous podcasts and videos. So we are super excited that we get to have that and get it going. And I am stoked because we're going to get to do the classes. I'm excited.
Yeah, well, we're going to learn a plethora of knowledge in these classes, right? So even if you are a first-time shooter, this is a perfect class for you.
Yes.
So that you can learn
Absolutely.
the right way and not form bad habits on your own. We see it all the time, Ryan. Isn't that the reason that we are setting up these classes, is because we've
Yes.
seen too many first-time gun owners or gun buyers come into the shop and do something negligent
Yes.
with their firearm.
But, I mean, yeah, when you're talking about stuff like that, whenever we're trying to do these classes, we're doing them for a reason, right? Because
Yeah.
we have people come in, like you said, that come in and, they may be, great people, and, a lot of the times they're first-time people that have just bought guns and they're wanting to come in. They might want to get it customized. But what's the first thing they do? They're like, hey, look at my gun. That's cool. And you're like, please stop. Stop, put it down.
Yeah, I mean, we saw a huge increase in, well, we keep getting interruptions, but anyway, yeah, so what I was saying was during COVID, we
Right.
saw a huge increase of first-time gun buyers and sold a few guns to a few people, but after selling a couple of guns, I don't know, I started thinking about it, like I kind of feel responsible for selling someone a gun and not offering them some type of training with that gun.
Right. And we know, like, whenever we do sell a firearm to somebody, we know whatever they go and do with it is not on us. That is on the individual, it's their thing. But we still have, a conscience when it comes to what we do here.
Yeah.
And we want people to know that we can offer something to help them feel more safe and secure when operating their firearms, because we want people to be able to exercise their rights. But we would like them to be able to exercise it as safely and responsibly as possible. So we're just trying to broaden that horizon so people at least have access to it, because there's not a lot of places around here that do that. And if there are, we ran into this before with people coming and talking to us, is that a lot of times they'll come into like a classroom-based situation and they pay for these classes and they come back and they take multiple classes and it costs them a lot of money, and they just sit in a classroom the entire time and they're, you know, bored out of their minds and they're just staring at a dude talking in a monotone voice for like 2.5 hours. And if I've been in some of those classes, and you don't get that extra, you know, added benefit of doing anything practical, getting your hands on and doing something that's like a scenario-based training. So you actually feel like, okay, if this happens to me at my house or in my car or walking down the street, how do I react? It's one thing, you can draw it up on a board all live long day, but until you actually walk it and kind of do it, I mean, to me, I just feel like you don't get as much as you can out of that.
Yeah.
That's just my personal perspective. I feel like practical application helps you out tremendously, along with classroom, but
Yeah.
it's got to be together.
Well, you do need a little bit of both, right? You need some of the fundamentals, the classroom stuff,
Right.
the basics, right, to work off of, and then you need the practical side. But you need to remember to train if you want to be efficient. If
Yep.
you want to be a good, you know, responsible firearms owner, you're not going to be carrying a firearm around every day and not being proficient with it. It's not a good idea.
Right.
Right? And we see it all the time with law enforcement even, where they are not considering their backdrop,
Right.
right? And there's crossfire and there's innocent people who get shot.
You know, they don't, and a lot of police departments are trying to implement new training for this because, like you just said, you know, a lot of times they're reacting to a situation and they have to take down a deadly threat, but there may be innocence behind it, so you have to know what you're shooting and what's behind it. It's one of the basic rules of firearm safety. And, you know, we're not trying to knock anybody because training is different across the board, so not everyone might have the same training, but we want to bridge that gap. We want to find a way to help people that need that extra help so they understand the mechanics of using a firearm.
Yeah.
So,
And it's not just using it. We're also going to be offering classes teaching you how to field strip your firearm and clean it. We'll have some AR-15 building classes, and we will also offer some classes where we teach you how to paint. Kind of one of our specialties here at the shop. And yeah, so we're working on the program right now, but we've definitely got 2 classes that you can sign up for right away. They'll be starting the first week of October, and we'll be participating, so we're really looking forward to it.
oh yeah.
And then
To go off of that, because it is the first week in October, you know what we got going on first week of October, right?
Yep.
We have our 2nd annual charity motorcycle ride, and Nate is super pumped about it because Nate loves to ride his bike.
Yep.
But we are going to be doing it again this year. Motorcycle Missions is going to be our veteran charity that we're going to be supporting.
Yep.
And we're super stoked, and we've already got information up on the website for that too. And we're going to be meeting here, driving out, nice long drive going up in the North Georgia mountains, going to like Blue Ridge and Ellijay and Blairsville, and then coming back through Dahlonega and ending back down here in Forsyth County. So if you guys are big bike riders, you're native to the area, come out and be a part of something cool. We're going to stop, eat some lunch, tons of cool items we're going to raffle off.
Yes, and I want to talk about that.
Yeah.
Right, because I think there's been some confusion. I've had a couple of people reach out to me on Instagram and ask me this question, so we'll clarify it here now. Yes, we are, anyone who purchases a ticket for the ride, even if you don't take part in the ride.
Yeah.
And also, if you want to take part in the ride but you don't ride, you still can.
Yeah, you can follow along with us.
Follow along with us. Ryan does not ride motorcycles yet. We're gonna change that.
Nate's trying to get me to ride bike.
I totally could see you on like a
I'll
bobber.
give me like a cruiser or something like that.
Something with some, like monkey bars.
all the way up here.
Yeah, so anyone who purchases a ticket to the ride will be entered into the main raffle.
Oh yeah.
Which the main raffle is a Glock 43 MOS. It's actually a Glock 43X MOS.
Right.
And it comes with a Hollow Sun optic, and it comes with a free custom paint job. So
Right.
you'll get the gun factory, but then you tell us what you would like done to it, and we will customize it for you and hand it back over to you.
Just for you.
So that is the main prize for the raffle.
Oh yeah, and we'll be doing that at the end of the ride. So you can, I mean, like Nate said, you don't have to participate in the ride, but you can buy a ticket to be entered in for the raffle. And you could, if you don't want to ride, if you don't care anything about going up there and hanging out with us on the ride, you can meet us at NoFo because that's where we're ending it. And you can hang out with us there and be a part of the raffle. And we could just hang out and, you know, enjoy each other's company. And then we'll do the raffle. And then if you win, you win. So you don't have to go on the ride. You can do it and buy a ticket. And I got the new motorcycle bag as one of the raffle items. We got a bunch of merch in here that you can get as a part of the raffle.
Guys, motorcycle guys, this is a Sissy Bar backpack
I got it. Hold on.
by Viking Bags. Big shout out to Viking Bags for donating this bag to us. We're going to be raffling it off. Man, this thing is built tough. It's got all kinds of awesome pockets. It opens from the top so you can absolutely fill it. But here's the other cool thing. It's got a zipper down here so you can open it from the bottom and get whatever you stuffed in there first. So it's pretty cool.
Awesome bag.
We're gonna be giving that bag away in the raffle. We also have a free custom paint job that we'll be raffling off, along with some other items from Old Town Cutlery.
Yep, Old Town's going to donate something again this year. So
They'll be donating probably a Due South knife.
yep, if you're a knife guy.
And yeah, if you haven't seen Old Town Cutlery's in-house brand, they're called Due South knives.
Due South knives.
And man, some of them are absolutely cool.
They're nice.
They have a bunch of fixed blade knives, but they also have a bunch of folders that they've started making.
Yep.
And a bunch of little mini Damascus knives. I was in there the other day dropping some knives off, and Lee was working in the workshop, and so I just kind of snuck
Oh
in
yeah,
there.
they were all on the table. I saw
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
And he had all these little mini knives lined up, and he was like telling me how people love them as jewelry, like just to wear as like
a little,
pendant.
like a little neck knife, like
Yeah,
pendant knife.
as a
Yeah.
pendant, which I thought
cool.
that's interesting. I might have to get one. That's
That'd be
pretty
cool.
Anyway, yeah. So Old Town Cutlery will be donating a knife. What else do we have going on?
Well, in terms of that, we got the ride, we got the bag, we got the pistol, we got the paint job, we got some knives, we got merch. I mean, we're going to try and go
And
all out
obviously
with it.
there's going to be hats.
Hats, shirts, neck belts, maybe some of our CRKT knives, maybe an O-light, maybe a cool weapon light. You know, we're gonna try and make it to where if you come out for the raffle, you have a chance to win some really cool stuff.
Absolutely.
So if you guys have any questions, comment down below, shoot me an email. We've got all the stuff on the website. If you need to get in touch with us, check it out and just get over to us so we can answer any questions that you have.
Yeah, and if you're a super fan of the King of Camo and Ryan, myself, you'll really enjoy some of the upcoming videos that we have. We filmed our flare gun video. Mm-hmm. So I bought a 1942,
42, 43, those 2 years. I'm not going to pronounce the German pronunciation because I will completely butcher it, but the Lucht pistol.
It's a Nazi flare gun. It's
Nazi flare gun.
It's a Nazi flare gun.
But full metal construction. We went out today, actually earlier, with Sean and Skylar and over at Freddy's farm and shot that thing off, and it was pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was.
My ears are still kind of ringing a little bit.
It was a lot
but
of
it's
fun. We recorded a really fun video. I think everybody's going to love it. I think it's probably one of our best videos yet.
Oh yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be super exciting. And that's just the first one we got coming out. We have tons more videos coming out in the future. We have our range day video that we're going to be coming out again with this year. So look in the future for that. That's going to be super dope.
Yeah.
I'm super thrilled for that.
Well, it's coming up soon, and there's definitely going to be some great footage. And a lot of cool guns over there.
Oh yeah, and then we've got a market day that we're going to be doing over at NoFo.
Yep.
So we got that coming, and we've got Knifetoberfest with Lee over, the guys with Old Town Cutlery. So we've got a bunch of stuff coming
let's
up.
talk about Knifetoberfest real quick. When is that?
That is going to be October the 14th.
October
That is their
14th.
6th annual that they're doing.
Yes, so October 14th, you can come out to Old Town Cutlery from 10.
I think they're going to be going at 10 o'clock. I think that's when they open it. Is that what the flyer says?
Let's see
I'm
what
looking at the flyer on the wall.
Hey, Lee, you don't have the time on your flyer.
Lee, put
Lee,
the time on your
put
flyer.
the time on your flyer.
It has the address though, but it's going to be at Old Town Cutlery, and it's pretty much an all-day event thing. So if you get there between like 8 and 9 to get there, you can get there. I think he's going to be starting at around 10. That's what it started at last year.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's from 10 to 3.
I think so. Yeah.
10 to 3. Hey, knife throwing, spear throwing.
Yep.
Axe throwing.
Knife cutting competition.
Knife cutting competition. Wait, he added something this year. It was God, I can't remember what, but there's
tons of
a
stuff.
plethora of things to do in that little 5-hour time period. But we'll also be there set up with the laser.
We'll be inside, so come inside.
Come inside, buy a knife, and get a cool custom laser engraving. If you buy a knife from Old Town Cutlery, you get $20 off your engraving.
Yep.
So that's kind of some incentive for you to come on over and see us. We'll be set up in the corner with our laser, and we'll have a bunch of merch there, T-shirts, hats, and stuff that you can come by as well.
Oh yeah. So a lot of fun things. Our October is going to be very full. We're going to get a lot of content out to you guys. And again, huge shout out to Skylar and Sean because they are amazing. They help us with all of our videos. And
if you don't know who Sean and Skylar are yet, then you should go check out their channel, Conservative Guns and Armor. These guys are making some really fun videos. They 3D printed some kind of rocket launcher.
That's outstanding.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Outstanding.
I don't know. Y'all should check it out.
We'll link them down below too. We'll put their link down in the bottom of the
Absolutely.
description. And we'll link Old Town and we'll link Sword and Shield. Everything that we talked about, we'll link it all down below so you guys have a quick way to just click it and go.
Yep.
So we're super stoked, man. I'm excited.
You got anything else, Ryan?
I think that's it. I would like to go eat.
Okay, yeah. I'm pretty hungry too.
Food.
Shooting those flare guns made me hungry.
I know. I'm excited.
All right, guys.
Well, cool. Thank you, guys.
For you new viewers, if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe, give us a like, and hit that little bell button so you're notified every time we come out with a new video. Thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next one.
See you guys.
Help me escape from this deserted sea. Lord, I think that the devil might be after me.